Well, ladies and gentlemen of a stellar crew, my name is Dakota, and I have, I guess, a little announcement for you, for those of you that follow the filmmaking side of things. So, as of, yesterday or the day before, I think it was the day before, I received an email regarding our documentary on my dad that we made. So, this documentary, this is the more official announcement, this piece of art, this piece of work, this disc right here that encaptures and preserves my dad's life has been accepted for distribution, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I'm sure some people are like, oh, it's an easy process, but I'm going to be honest with you. This has been a very long year, a very hard year, and a lot of work, and we got accepted in the distribution office. They passed quality control, and now they're sending this biopic, this movie, to like 150 platforms, where from there they'll be like, yeah, we want it, or no, we don't want it. So of course we're going to get probably a handful. It's like, no, we don't want that. Why would we want that? And then we're going to get some that's probably going to be like, yeah, let's try it out. So I can't really tell you the specifics on who's going to accept it or who's not, because it's just a waiting game. They literally told me, you got like 2 to 12 weeks now, where some are going to accept or not. But the main timeline is 2 to 12 weeks before it starts going public, right, where you can watch it. But even then, that's such a big accomplishment for myself, and I guess the film company too. Because let's be honest, all the amount of people it took to actually complete this the way that I wanted it to be, it's a lot. I mean, there's been so much talking back and forth, and thankfully we have quite a few good friends that have been here to help a lot throughout all this. If you know who you are if you're watching this. I'll just say that. I won't go into the name specifics. There's so many people and so many things that were captured, especially during the funeral and the process, that just, it made the ending the way that I wanted it to end, which is crazy. And even though this biopic, this documentary, is full of stories and details and things to see, I wanted to add a lot more to it, but at the same time, it feels perfect as it is. And I didn't want this to be my first big release. It's 2 hours and 20 some minutes. I didn't want this to be the first thing that I do, but it is. And at the same time, this has taught me so much about the producing side of filmmaking, something I don't talk much about, but that's realistically what I am working to being more proper as a producer, a director. I don't want to be on camera for movies, but I want to be the one that's making them and telling these stories to people, right? I love being on camera for you guys, for YouTube, right? But for the actual official industry work, I love picturing what I want to be on camera and making it happen. I love the whole process of turning it into a story, right? So when I proposed that idea to my dad, back when he started to really get sick, and we found out it was cancer, there was that side of me that storytelling side of me that kicked in. Like, I wanted to preserve everything I could about him so that the future of us will know our family, right? It's such a weird concept, because like, if you could, that's been my, I can't sales pitch worth a damn, but that's been my whole thing. Like, if you could talk to your great grandfather or just hear and see them, would you? And I hope that I started something with this, at least with our family. You know, my dad, he wrote a book. He was a storyteller. He loved telling stories. His dad loved telling stories. His grandfather, the family, weirdly enough, has been full of storytellers. And we made a movie. I orchestrated a movie. He did a book. I did a movie. The official, like, writing of our family storytelling. Like, it started with, it's been in the family, right? And he made a book. I don't know if anybody before him had done anything like that. Nobody's definitely done this. So it's an interesting concept to play with, because this was going to happen regardless, no matter what. And I wish it was a different movie. I do. I wish we had a full narrative movie, and I've told myself for years I hate documentaries. Here I am. I made a damn documentary. Go figure. Stuff that I can't stand to film and make. I did it, and that was my first one. Officially, large name, first one. We've done a lot of small projects and helped with stuff, but this is our first official company project on a large scale. And it looks beautiful. It looks fantastic. This is an absolute work of art. And it took so many people to help make this happen, and I'm very much grateful for everybody that's helped with it. Now, of course, the product art says coming soon, October 2024. The family copy's already out, right? So the family will have one of these. Certain family members. I can't print a bunch because, let's be honest, this thing alone is pretty pricey, and I'm broke. Like, I think this costs almost $15 to get this situated, which is outrageous. Total price. And I just can't afford to make a physical copy for every single person. So maybe we'll start selling them at some point for those that want them. But for the most part, Amazon, Hulu, hopefully, maybe even Netflix, I don't know. It's just a lot of work has gone into it, and I'm very glad it's done. I wish it was done while he was still here. But I feel like I don't want to say that. I don't want to say I really after he passed, I absolutely pushed to get this done. And I got it done so fast. I mean, I put so many hours into this. I mean, I tried to perfect it the best I could. The settings, everything possible about it. The subtitles were a fun part because whenever you submit something, you have to have subtitles. So I had to hand write every single subtitle to this thing. So it was perfect. But it's done. It is finally done. I did a thing. With the help of a lot of people, I did a thing. And this opens up a lot of opportunities in the future. I know it does. We're going to make movies. We're going to make a bunch of movies. Not just documentaries. We're going to make animated movies. We're going to make narrative. We're going to make thrillers. We're going to make scary movies. We're going to tell some crazy stories that nobody's ever heard of for multiple reasons. I want that. I want the film company to be successful. I want us to tell stories. I want to be able to little Johnny over here wants to tell stories when he's older. I want to be able to let him tell stories. I don't want to talk bad about the industry, but there's so many bad people in it, and there's so many things you got to do to just even get a foot in the door, right? You want to go work for Hollywood? Good luck, because there's a chance it won't happen, right? But I want to help be that outlet for people that want in movies. You want to make a movie? Okay, well, tell me what it's about. That's not that bad. I'm going to help you do it. I want to be that. I want to change the movie industry entirely. And I think I've known that for a while, that I probably won't score a Hollywood, Marvel, Sony job. I've tried for years. But we did this. I know we can do more than this. We did this with practically no help from, on the film side of things, no help from any industry. We did this ourselves. We can do a lot more ourselves without the industry. And I think that we're about to enter a weird turning point too in society with movies and film. I'm not gonna go on the whole iron lung and edge of sleep thing that Mark is doing, Markiplier. But I idolize what he's doing only because my vision is just about the same there. I want to make a difference in the film industry. And I want to show them that you don't need the industry to make movies. You can do them, right? But that's pretty much all I got to say. I mean, I know I went on kind of a, I don't know what you'd call it. But thank you everybody that has been here on the channel, that has supported me, and that has been here through my dad's progress and has left all the nice comments on his stuff too. I think that's all I got for you guys. I didn't want this to be a long video, but I made a documentary. Me and my dad made a documentary. And all he had to do was sit there and answer questions. Man. Throughout this entire process, I've wanted to go talk to him. Obviously, I can't, right? But throughout the editing, throughout everything, right? The distribution process, talking to the agents, and I wanted to tell them how it was going. A lot. And crazy, we finally did it. After all these years, we finally are putting out something that's a feature film. After all these years, in our own names. And I guarantee I probably forgot somebody in the credits. So if anybody that helped with this is not in the credits, I'm sorry. There's been so many names I've been trying to go through, and I'm going to be honest, I guarantee I forgot somebody or multiple people. So I am sorry. Reach out to me when the time comes, and if you're not in there, and we'll make sure that you're added to the actual registration credits for it. That's all I got for you guys. Kind of digging this look with the camera. I finally got the lighting and the settings almost right on the camera. And this jacket, I love this jacket. I just came back from a meeting with Jacob. A meeting that maybe one day I can start talking about. Because it's a good thing that more people should be aware of. But that's all I got for you guys. I know. 13 minutes, and that was a legitimate vlog that I didn't ramble. Wow, things are changing at such a weird rate. I can't believe, maybe I did ramble. Some of that was probably rambling. Now I'm rambling. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Once this is fully released, and I know where it's going, you guys will be the first to know. Goodbye.